video, we're talking about the Paris Agreement, a major climate deal signed by almost 200 countries at COP21 in Paris on December 12, 2015. It was a huge step forward in the global fight against climate change, with the key countries like the United States, China, and the European Union leading the way, alongside leaders like Barack Obama and Ban Ki-moon. The goal of the agreement is to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, aiming for 1.5 degrees Celsius if possible. It encouraged the countries to cut emissions, switch to renewable energy, and build stronger defenses against climate impacts. One of the key features of the deal is that countries must set and update their climate goal every 5 years, ensuring everyone takes responsibility for a sustainable future. Now, let's dive into the challenges, successes, and lasting impact of this historic agreement. Good morning, delegates. Welcome to today's forum. Discussing the Paris Agreement, this landmark accord aimed to unite the world in combating climate change. Today, we'll explore the diverse perspectives and challenges faced by a key stakeholder. Let's begin with the U.S. perspectives. How do you balance economic growth with ambitious climate action?
As we believe in a market-based approach, innovation and technology will drive solutions, while ensuring our economy remains competitive.
Thank you. China, as a major emitter, what are your priorities in the agreement?
Although we emphasize the idea of shared but distinct responsibilities, we realize our own duty. We think that in order to switch to cleaner energy, poor countries require assistance as well. Thank you.
Thank you. India, how do you reconcile your energy needs with the climate commitment?
India prioritize energy access for our growing population. We need flexibility and support for renewable energy development. Thank you.
Thank you. The EU, you've been a strong advocate for ambitious targets. How do you ensure global buy-in?
Well, we are all about solidarity and a fair transition. We are committed to backing developing countries and leading the way with bold emission reduction goals. Thank you.
Small island nations face an existential threat. What are your non-negotiable?
Our survival depends on ambitious and immediate action. We need to limit the global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This is not negotiation, it's a matter of survival. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. NGOs play a crucial role. What are your key demands for a successful agreement?
The key is we demand ambitious targets, strong accountability mechanism, and adequate financing for climate action. We need to prioritize the most vulnerable and ensure environmental justice.
Thank you, and you. Can this diverse perspective be reconciled? What are the key challenges in achieving consensus? Can we hear from China?
For the question, we believe that one of the biggest obstacles is conflicting national interests. Reducing poverty and promoting economic growth are top priorities for developing countries. As developing countries strive to uplift their populations and achieve economic prosperity, a flexible and adaptable framework is also essential, one that acknowledges the unique development paths and priorities of each nation while also fostering a collaborative and supportive international environment. Thank you.
Thank you, China. How about the US?
We understand the need for flexibility, but ambitious targets are crucial. We believe in a market-driven solution and technology transfer to help developing nations transition to cleaner energy. Thank you.
Thank you, US. India.
We as a developing nations is really rely on funding and technology transfer for transition effectively. Also, access to affordable and reliable clean energy technologies is essential to meet our increasing energy demands while contributing to global climate goals. Thank you.
Thank you, India. How about AU?
I'd like to say that we are committed to helping developing nations with financial support and technology sharing. But at the same time, We believe transparency and accountability are key to making sure these resources are used effectively.
Thank you, AU. Small island nation.
The issue of loss and damage is paramount for us. We are already experiencing the devastating impact of climate change. We need dedicate funding mechanism to address the irreversible loss and damage we are facing. Thank you.
Thank you. How about NGO?
We urge all parties to prioritize the most vulnerable. A successful agreement must include strong accountability mechanism to ensure that commitments are met and that the needs of the most vulnerable are addressed.
These are crucial points. How can we build trust and ensure that all parties are held accountable for their commitments?
For us, we believe in a transparent and variable system to track progress and ensure compliance.
Thank you, US. How about China?
We believe that a multilateral monitoring and assessment plan supervised by an impartial, independent organization is necessary to make sure that everyone carries out their obligation honestly and also openly, which will increase the agreement's legitimacy and also its efficiency. Thank you.
Thank you, China. Can we hear from India?
From our perspective, a flexible and phased approach is key to enabling all parties to meet their commitments fairly and sustainably. And collaboration and mutual support will ensure that no one is left behind in this global effort. Thank you.
Thank you, India. Can we hear from AU?
In our opinion, we need to strengthen international cooperation and knowledge sharing to accelerate the transition to a low carbon future. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, AU. Small island nation.
We need a legally binding agreement to ensure the long-term survival of our community. We cannot afford further delays. Thank you.
Thank you, Island. Can we hear from NGO?
We call upon all parties to demonstrate leadership and ambition. The future of our planet depends on our collective action.
Thank you, NGOs. This has been a valuable exchange of views. The challenges are significant, but the need for international cooperation is undeniable. The Paris Agreement, despite its limitation, represents a crucial step toward a more sustainable future. For the conclusion, the Paris Agreement, as we've discussed, exemplifies the inherent complexities of multilateral negotiation. It highlights the delicate balance between ambitious climate action and respecting the diverse realities of each nation. Finding common grounds amid this varied perspective requires a high degree of flexibility, compromise, and a willingness to understand and address the concerns of all parties. Building trust is paramount. Trust that the commitment will be fulfilled, that support will be provided where needed, and that the most vulnerable will not be left behind. Ultimately, the success of the Paris Agreement and indeed of any global effort to address climate change, highness of genuine collaboration, a shared commitment to sustainable future, and a continuous willingness to adapt and evolving as our understanding of the climate crisis depends. Thank you. That's it for the video.